What is up, guys? Day-to-Day Gamer here, and today we're looking at how to get every single toad on Picnic Road, and that rhymed, and that makes it sound like I planned for it to rhyme, but I definitely didn't. But either way, let's go. So the first one is obviously an easy one. It's just hiding under the bush here. A lot of these toads aren't going to be, super hard to find, and others are going to be, trickier. You might have missed. I want to make sure I go over them all because there's going to be some people out there that just, miss even the easy ones for, not paying attention or just not having seen something the first time around. I am guilty of that. I've missed so many super easy collectibles in this game. I'm going to try to point out the easy ones that I missed, just to let you guys know, and just so you guys can laugh at my expense, because why else am I here? Okay, so you crash down this gate like I showed you, and you'll have these 3 toads here on the ground, but there's also a 4th toad that's being eaten by this shy guy. I'm not really sure what he's doing. Either way, you got to get into a little battle with him, and afterwards, this toad decides that he wants to live his life creased. Apparently, that's a new superpower. Which, who am I to judge? Who are any of us to judge? So moving right along, there's this hole in the wall here. Give it a little smack, and a toad all rolled up is going to slide out, and you're going to nab him and save him. This butterfly, and it's going to become a trend for a lot of these toads, is actually a toad. There's different bugs in different environments, animals, all sorts of things. Even this flower here, if it looks out of place, there's pretty much a 99.9% chance that it's a toad, or it's trying to tell you something else. So same thing with this swan here. Obviously a piece of paper, which means it's obviously a toad. Luckily, there's 4 or 3 additional hidden question mark blocks here that you can bash with your hammer, so that you can reach him and give him a good old smack. And then he walks on water like Jesus Christ himself. This one is kind of hidden behind the shrub. I noticed it the first time, but it's one of those ones that if you're not looking, you could probably walk right by. So hopefully that helps someone out. We have another butterfly here. There's a few of them throughout the level. This one blue. For some reason, they all continue to want to flap after they get saved. I'm not really sure why that is. But again, no judging. This mailbox has 3 more toads inside, actually. And if you hit each one, or when you save them, they'll actually read you the letter that's written on them. Because, they're letters. Which I think is kind of cute. And there's actually a final letter at the end here that's a legitimate letter from Toad himself. I guess these are all toads. They're all signed Toad. So I don't know which one is the legitimate toad that we see in all the mainline Mario games. But either way, this one is hiding in the tree. So if you're not someone who goes around smacking every single tree with your hammer, which, I mean, how else do you play Paper Mario? Then you might have missed that one. And if so, there it is. This butterfly is really stingy, and those 2 flowers on the left just aren't good enough for him. And he's not going to come down until you give him 6 brand new flowers. And so you're just going to fill in this hole here, produce the 6 flowers, and then apparently he finds it within himself to come back down to Earth. And he's got a super sour look on his face. You know what? I almost regret saving him. I should have just left him as a butterfly. This one is hiding in the sand trap, which I didn't realize was a sand trap the first time I played. I don't know if anyone else didn't realize this was supposed to mimic a golfing green. I don't know how I missed that at first, but I just thought it was, paying tribute to the original Super Mario. Another one to grab right here, which if you smack this hole, another butterfly pops out. You'll see those feet in the background in the sand pit, just like the other sand pit. You might think that's a toad. It is not. It is a Goomba, just waiting there for someone to think it's a toad. This one, I'm sure some people might have missed because it's completely blind. It's just sitting in this house where you can't even see it. You got to basically just smack around with your hammer. I got lucky. He even tells you, thanks you for being a completionist. I think everyone who designed this level knew that was going to be one that a lot of people would miss. So in case you did, there you go. There's also one on the table here, which is, I think, really obvious and pretty self-explanatory. But in case you missed it, there it is. And you'll see the one we're going to head to next. You just got to open this umbrella with your hammer, and then run up the stairs, jump onto the umbrella, and then you can reach this one in this little hole here. And that'll be another one. So yeah, that's a set of 3 right there at the entrance to, or near the entrance to the Earth of Elemental Temple, which is an unnecessarily long way of just saying Earth Temple, I think. For the next one, you're going to jump up here, and you're going to give this statue on the right a little smack. You can probably see the toads hidden behind the one up top, but we need to smack this guy to unlock the ability to use our 1,000-fold arms, which you're going to extend them up there if you can finish fighting the motion controls, or if you're smart enough, already turn them off. And you're going to give this statue a smack, and you're going to get 10 toads all trapped together, which, if you're going to get trapped, I mean, it's better to be trapped with your friends than all crumpled in a piece of paper by yourself. So yeah, there's 10 toads of various colors. After that, we're going to come on down the stairs here, and we're going to crash through this statue. You can grab some confetti on the left. And then right around here, there's going to be a rat that is holding this toad hostage on the edge of the cliff, I guess. Almost like the moon door. Not the moon door. The cell door in Game of Thrones, where Tyrion's held, for any Game of Thrones fans. That's what that reminds me of. Back here, we're going to finally hit these blocks on the ground here, and we're going to make the entire pathway to the flag. And when you go down, it shoots off the top for some reason and explodes into toads. Don't ask me how that works. I don't have an answer, but there's 7 toads for you. What you might have missed if you weren't looking around is that you can actually smack the flag once more with your hammer, and that turns into a toad who now has decided to live his life a la Cirque du Soleil and basically just work on his core on this flagpole for some reason. This barking dog, you're going to go against every instinct in your body, and you're going to smack the dog instead of pet the dog, or you're going to think you're trying to pet the dog and you're really just going to smack the dog with your hammer. And it turns out this toad actually runs the battle lab, so this is an important one to save, because after this, the battle lab becomes active, and you can head back and check that thing out for yourself. It's basically just a way to practice your timing and a bunch of other little battle skills for anyone who's interested. But in case you were wondering how to open up that shop, there is your answer. There's this hole in the ground here. When you smack it, a beetle's going to come out. That beetle is actually a toad. Just like the butterflies, like I said, there's going to be a whole bunch of different bugs that pose as toads. This is yet another tree that if you smack, there's a toad hiding up in the leaves. Just in case, again, you weren't going around smacking every tree. There's this hole in the wall here, and this, folks, is my embarrassingness of the day. You'll see that I smack it and 3 toads come out. There's a 4th one sticking out there, and I completely didn't see it, and I left. I didn't come back until way later on, and then gave another smack just by fluke and realized that I absolutely missed the 4th toad, which is embarrassing for me. I'm not sure if anyone else did that. If you did, let me know in the comments so I can feel a little bit better about myself. And if not, make fun of me in the comments, because you know what? I deserve it. This gopher toad is going to keep... if you think you can catch him just by running up, you're wrong. I went around thinking I could do it before I realized that what you really want to do is you want to destroy the hole so that he has nowhere to go. So you see those 2 on the bottom? You want basically those 2 holes in the bottom to be his last options, so that when he pops out of this one here, he pops in right beside you and you can give him a good old smack. So in case you were struggling with how to get him to be within your reach, that's how you do it. Just leave him to the bottom 2 holes and you should have no problem. For this one, you're going to want to come back after everyone sets up shop again. And you're going to have to spend 100 coins, but you get 4 toads for it, so it's like 25 coins a toad. I feel like that's a good deal. And it turns out that the toads are actually the popcorn, which is a little morbid and also a little delicious, I guess. So after that one, you'll want to come to the sensor lab here, and on the back of the sign, unmarked, if you give it a smack, there's actually a toad there as well. This one I missed for a while before I came back and just started smacking basically everything in sight. I got rewarded for it. This one, not so hard to find. The first time you unlock the sensor lab, you're going to want to go inside and smack the machine, and this is going to actually unlock the entire sensor lab and everything they do for you, but I won't show you that whole description. Here's another sign that actually is hiding a toad. No way to tell from what I saw, but if you smack the back of the sign, there's another toad. This basically led to me smacking every single sign in the game, because now you never know when one's going to have a toad behind it. So now you're smacking trees and toads. The shop here, one of the items if you go to buy, you'll notice is a weird looking mushroom compared to the mushroom beside it. That's because it's a toad in disguise. Give it a smack with your hammer, and that is every single toad on Picnic Road. If you liked that video, if it helped you out, if you found the one that you were looking for, consider subscribing. I'm going to have a whole bunch of content coming over Paper Mario, a whole bunch of other videos you might enjoy. That's the best way to show your support for what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.